Hey there. Happy, what is it, Tuesday. I am, I'm coming live because I was like, I had a little, I don't know, something happened today when I got home from my appointment. And, oh, now I see why they say mirror. Ooh, yeah, hold on one second. I think I am going to mirror. Let's see that because it's confusing me. Or don't mirror camera. Yeah, that's it. Don't mirror. Mirroring messes me up. Okay, so I um discovered something today. When I got home, I didn't feel like I didn't feel like doing any work. I was just tired. It was like I don't know, like not quite an hour drive for this one, but it still was a long ways. And same track, just not all the way hour worth. Um, Appointment was quick. But and then I had to leave. Then it's like go back home. I thought about hanging around down where I was to like get something to eat, but I didn't even care. It's like I just want to go home. Um, there's nothing I could think of really that I wanted to eat anyway. Like food is not interesting right now. When I get my braces off, food will be probably interesting again, and I'll go out for my big salad. But so when I got home, I started playing with the distressed watercolor pencils. You can see there, distressed watercolor pencil. This is kit number 2, I think. Yeah. And I worked on this page in Kaleidomorphia, the same book that I have the blue page in. And I was looking around. Actually, before I went to my appointment, I primed this page with the satin glazing liquid, golden satin glazing liquid, and I liked how it felt. It seemed like it dried really quickly, but then I was like, well, I got to go to my appointment, so I left, got back home, and I was trying to figure out, well, if I did this, and Kerby books are already pretty good for, being able to hold things. I could use alcohol marker. I could use watercolors. I didn't feel like using the watercolor pencils right now because I got that one page that I'm working on that I primed with the Daniel Smith watercolor ground that I'm using the watercolor pencils with. And I'm trying to experiment and get the feel of using these things. And so I decided to use the distress color pencils, watercolor pencils. Yeah, they're kind of like a crayon almost, or a chalky crayon. Um, and I started with the what did I start with? I started actually with, for some reason, started with the horns because I saw them. Like I see his face is kind of black and his horns is blue. It's supposed to be the Minotaur, the Greek myth of the Minotaur. Um, and I I don't know. I just started playing with it. I used the what is it? It's I used the linen color, and then this was the antique linen, and no, I used the ice spruce is what I used on there, and then I used this what does it say? Prize ribbon, which is a blue. Oh, you can't see it. I'm pointing to them, but you can't see it. Okay, this is the iced spruce, which looks like a gray. And then I use this one, prize ribbon, which is like a royal blue. I started off by putting down the gray in spots, and I put water down, and I kind of put too much, and I had to like blot it. And it did kind of, well, you know what? The funny thing is, where it did leave kind of mark, it's not there anymore. It dried up because I had really used a lot of water. Now I can't tell. It's right here. I can feel it, but you can't really see it. That's good. Okay. Because I was kind of heavy because it was my first time using it. So I was kind of, trying to figure it out. I used this thing with it. And I was like, this is interesting. I noticed that, like, you can also wet the tip of the pencil and to get like deeper color. I noticed that when I had more water down in here, I could put the pencil to this, and the color would deepen, would go down like as a deep, rich color. I thought, okay, this is interesting. Um, and after I did that, and I was like, I think I kind of like how these things work, and I want more. So you know what that means. I went on Amazon and I bought the other two kits because I do think I like these. The So then, like, I had lined these guys. That was like actually that was the first thing I did. I had lined this column, and then there's some here. This is what I did, and I haven't touched those yet. That was like the first thing I did. I went in with this color, the what's it called, vintage photo, and I just lined the columns because I was thinking, well, this color will kind of, I'll use the watercolor, it'll blend, and then I can use like some kind of, I don't know, ivory or ivory grayish color of some kind of medium to I don't know, bring it out to this color that I want. Okay, kind of antique or whatever. Um, But instead of first going in to do the pillars, I did the horns. Okay. And I was intrigued with how it was to work with it. I was like, well, that looks very painterly. I kind of like that. So then went from the horns to the skin, and like I love how it turned out. And it's crazy how easy it was. I just I used the first I put down this color, this orange, because nothing in this is exactly, the color, but in a way that's kind of how you want it to be with paints because you want to make your own color, right? A lot of times you make your own color in the palette, mixing them, but like, me and, you know, I'm not good with that with watercolor. I'm not good with watercolor. So for me, these are good to kind of start and figure out, the properties of these things, um, of watery pigment. But I started off with this, and it was like really like it's like okay. I didn't question the color. You can kind of see it right there. That's it in its bare color, where it's really kind of yellowish. That's kind of how this was down. Maybe a little oranger. Um, I don't know. But what I did was after that, after I put down this, what is it called? Marmalade, spiced marmalade. I put that down all over on his skin, everywhere on his skin. And then I went over it with pink, okay, and did that dry all over his skin. And then I actually used um, a brush, this brush, to blend everything. And then there were places where I felt like there wasn't enough of the pink tone, where it looked too orangey and too like kind of unnatural, which I probably need to go in here and do that a little bit more too. But so I went in with the pink, and I actually went in like with the wet brush and then wet the tip of the pencil, and you can probably see this one is kind of um hold on, let me get out the oops. Okay, so this is one that I didn't do that with. I just did the dry drawing with it. And then this is the one that like I wet with a brush and added pink to spots on here. And yeah, so that was kind of cool. It was like, okay, so then I brought out the pink color that I wanted and I was able to blend. And again, I liked that it looks so like painterly, you know. Um, and that it's not one solid color, you know what I mean? Um, and so then yeah, I also went in with the pink, I think, I can't remember where. I just kind of tried to bring out the pink a little bit more in spots and around the edges where I kind of had missed with the brush, with the other color, um, things like that. And then I went in after. I thought, well, if we're gonna be daring, let's just do it. So I went in with this, the vintage photo. I let me see. I actually did I draw? Yeah, I drew with this one, just kind of lightly over it, you know. And some parts were kind of wet a little bit still, so it kind of I don't know, it just went down darker. But I did that with all these spots that show like shading. Kind of missed there. Let's see that. Let's catch that up. Um, we missed that one too. And then I went in with the brush. I went in with this brush and like kind of, you know, smoothed out the color a little bit, like kind of pushed it around a little bit. Um, did the edges and then tried to like kind of pull those in and kind of swirl it in just a little bit with this rest of his skin. Um, yeah, and then I think I did. I had some the pink in here, and then I put in more of this than in other places. So this has mostly this color in it, actually, those two spots. And I looked at it, it's like, wow, I really like that. I like the look. Um, so at that point, I was like, yeah, I need more of these things. I need the other kits. So I got the other kits. They were actually on sale, fortunately for me, on Amazon. And I just closed that window and now I'm going to have to open it up again. Um, Come on now. Okay. What's this say? Um, They're normally, well, they were only 14% off. 2012, they say, is list price. I got them for 17.36, but I also had money like on my Amazon account thingy, so I got both of them for like 19 bucks, which is kind of nice. Um, Less than the price of one. So those are coming on Friday, and so I'll be able to play around with all of them. Let's see what colors they have. But um, it's interesting because at first I was thinking, well, maybe you should wait until you get the other ones to do the skin or whatever. I was like, nah, I ain't nothing to it but to do it. You don't like any book, any page in this book anyway, so just doesn't matter if you mess it up. Hey, Bubbles. So yeah, so I am intrigued. Now, the only thing about these is they are not light fast. Is that the word, light fast? Um, they are not that. So, let's see. Let's see. And they were saying, well, Google says, gives me the result from someone named Kimberly Crick. Says that as far as light fast watercolor pencils go, the best brands for serious artists include Faber-Castell, Albrecht Dürer, I can't say that word with my braces, and Caran d'Ache Museum Aquarelle. Okay, well, I'm definitely not a serious artist. I'm definitely not experienced with watercolor. I ain't going all that way yet. I'm trying to figure out how they work, the properties. I still got to use my palettes that are here as well. So I got to get used to this like whole water thing. Um, so I guess I'm not that concerned about light fastness because I'm just doing it in a coloring book. All right. But one of my questions I have now is this was so easy to color like this. It's like, where's the challenge? I don't know. Maybe I'll find the challenge in the other parts. And also, where would I add pencil? Excuse me, I'm burping. And I know I'm probably going to do this in pencil. I don't know how that's going to work, but I got to have a very light hand. Yeah, so I'm wondering, like, how, like, so then what happens to this if I do it all in watercolor? I don't even know. What have I gotten myself into? I don't know. So anyway, so I wanted to share that because that was that's kind of monumental for me, and because I'm not going to do any other work today anyway. I'm just like I'm tired from driving, and I just need a break. And I think I'm going to have a very busy weekend with doing work stuff. So this is when I get to play. I'm going to play right now. What is that crumb? So, now the head, I'm actually gonna, this is another reason I think I wanted to come on live, is because I'm gonna do something, trying again to figure out the properties of these things. I'm gonna, I don't know how this is gonna work. I wonder if I should use the blick, and if it would make a difference. I'm gonna use white, because what I want is I want to do this black, and I don't have the black yet. I don't get the black until Friday. Um, but yeah, so why am I doing it now? But I could put some blue underneath and then kind of see, and then put black over it. And I might even be able to do blue on here with the watercolor and then go over it with um, black pencil. That might be a thing. Because I wanted to kind of like show, like, his fur, like kind of, to show that it's, I don't know, what do you call it? I don't think it's gradients. Values, to show values, I guess, or something, like with the fur where parts of it like kind of glisten and light hitting it, or what. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I kind of want to show that, but I don't know how to make that happen. And I'd kind of like white and blue to show underneath the black. That's kind of what I want to happen. I don't know how to make that happen exactly, but I'm going to try. Um, One thing that I did already was just before I did this, and then I says, you know what, you should go live. I did shading with this, or colored the shading parts, or whatever you call them, parts, and this one there too. Um, with this one, this pencil, crayon. It feels more like a crayon. They feel pretty good too, and it doesn't feel that really chalky. Um, and I don't know if that's because of the glazing liquid, or if it's just that they feel that way. Because I did the glazing liquid on here before I did anything. So, so I guess we're just going to go in here and see what happens, and hope that we don't have like something that we're really going to have to clean up. I'm just wondering if I should use I don't know if I should use the Prismacolor, because the blick white is really hard. But we'll see. We'll find a way. Just gotta remember the parts today. Can't really see it, so I don't know if I really want to go hardcore with the white. Do I? We'll see. Worst case scenario, we go over it with a permanent marker and cover up all my mistakes. I don't know. We're experimenting. Yeah, I was looking before my. No, but I'm going to be getting new stuff. Yeah. Does this? It doesn't say unboxing, does it? Am I live? I tried to change. I think I made a new one so that it wouldn't show that. I think I'm gonna get new stuff. I'm gonna get. This is like kit 2 of the distress watercolor pencils, and I'm getting 1 and 3 because there's 3 sets. So I'm getting 1 and 3. They're gonna arrive hopefully on Friday. So, which is kind of good because if they get here on Friday, then I can actually like go live and show them. So I will have to make time Friday to color. So we're gonna see. It's more like I'm using old stuff for the first time, stuff that I've had. So, ooh, I don't know if you can hear that car going by with that music. I live in the country. I don't know why people do that out here. So we're gonna see what happens with this. I like them. I think I really like them, which is why I ordered more. I did the horns and I was like, these are kind of neat. They work kind of neat. And then I looked at the colors I have in the kit and it's like, I think I need more. Although, like, you do the blending thing, which like worked really well with here. But yeah, I looked at it. I was like, I need more. So what are we gonna do? Which blue should we use? I'm gonna use a lighter one. Should I use a lighter one? I'm gonna do the whole thing, and we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, it's just like happened. It's like, really, this is what we're doing. But I didn't even think twice. It's like, yeah, I need more of these. So I'm gonna use this blue. I have the grayish looking color on there already. Hey, Connie! Happy Tuesday! Okay, Bubbles. So so it seems like that white is kind of yeah, okay. So that's letting some things like kind of shine through with it, which is what I want. So I'm just going to decide, I don't know, maybe decide whether it's better to use black watercolor on top or to use regular colored pencil on top. I don't know. Whatever happens, then I can like just let it dry. Okay, let's do this. And use a little cotton ball that's starting to look kind of nasty. The blot. Let's see what happens. See, now I kind of do wish I had the black now, but like I can wait. They'll get here. I can wait. But this is just so I can have like some blue glowing underneath the black is what I want. I don't know if I need to go darker. I'm doing good. That's okay. I do the same thing, so you're alright. Okay, so it did kind of, the white pencil did keep it from sticking a little bit to some of these places. Let me try it with next time I do that, try it with the Prismacolor pencil that's more waxy and see what happens. And then nothing on the other side. So I wonder if I want like the deeper blue. Although, okay, I can do this. Hope I don't regret it, but while it's wet, I can draw in there in places. Which I think is cool. Welcome back. I made the weirdest thing today. I thought I was going to be making soup, and it turned out to be like some really soupy rice. But the weird thing is, it tastes really good. I'm like, the heck? How'd that happen? I have like a lot of tomato powder, and then I had some leftover chicken and rice. And so I didn't want to eat the chicken and rice. So I thought I really want to make like a soup, like a tomato soup, and then have like the rice and chicken in it. So like basically tomato, chicken, and rice soup. Well, it turned out to be something else, but because I didn't realize the rice would absorb like that, the rice, because of the whatever it is, because rice does that. It just kind of like macaroni just absorbed all the liquid. So it's like, okay, I thought I had enough water in there. I had a whole pot full, but it's really good. I like just put the rice in there, which is already seasoned, because it was chicken and rice. I put that in a pot with tomato powder. Oh, are you just getting to work? See, there's something about these things that like do it for me. I don't know what it is. Like how I just did all that. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It just make me do things. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about doing the black pencil thing. Ah, okay. So, can't do anything more with him really because I need to let it dry. That's true. That's true, Connie. Then I'm wondering, like, do I want to do watercolor with everything or just some of the things? Um, like these objects here that maybe I might want to use, like, I don't know, acrylic marker or something. Then thinking of the color of these, like, it could be pretty boring if they're all like a grayish white color, which is what I'm kind of trying to get this to, what I want to get this to. I don't know how I'm going to get it there, but that's kind of what I want to do. Yeah, so putting the pencil down first helped give me those white spaces. I wonder if I should do that with the column. Try my Let me try my is it here? Oh no, that's not it. I love those white. Ooh, ooh, ooh! I got this thing so filled with all these blue pencils and markers, and it just like as I open it and everything wants to topple out. Ooh, spaghetti! Yeah, it's getting to be about that time of year where like that's anything with sauce is like, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. I was almost thinking about making oxtails this past weekend, and I thought, no, it's not. I'm gonna wait till it really starts. When it's getting cool, and it's definitely not gonna switch up. So let's see. So this is kind of dry. What happens if I? Ooh, that don't look so hot. Huh? Maybe we won't do that. I didn't do much. We might have to do all watercolor on those. But maybe if I do it on these, which I haven't put the watercolor on yet. Let's see what happens to those. And the gray kind of muddied up on this one down here. I don't know. Just covered it up because it looked good when I put it down dry, but then the water kind of. Oh, that looks kind of good. Kind of like that. Yeah, so this was a nice surprise. Today I just decided I was going to do it, I guess. Because I was looking through this book and I was thinking, what else in here can I color? And I was looking at pages and not sure which one to play with and what to play with it with. I was looking at the snake page. I like that one. I was thinking, you know what? I want to do Prismacolors on that one. And then I was thinking, oh, I got spray fixative. And I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with fixative today. And I didn't have time before I left to do that, go outside and spray. But I kind of want to do this one with Prismacolors. Because I haven't really, I haven't done a Kerby with Prismacolors yet. Not like all Prismacolors, really. Not a lot of Prismacolors, if any, because I didn't open up my set until, I don't know, was it 6 months ago or something? because I was scared of them. Maybe it was longer than 6 months ago. Might be almost a year now. Because that's when I did that Hannah Carlson page, I think. That was scary. See, I'm almost thinking yellow, but I don't really want yellow. I want it to be like gray. Kind of grayish. So, oh. Let's see what this does. It's down at the bottom, so if it turns out bad, I don't know. If it turns out bad, we'll change the color of everything. Okay, let me see if this is... Okay, this is good. Nothing's on it. Nighttime theme? How so? This guy, there's like no sky here. Oh, do you mean like making everything dark in the back? That's gonna be kind of boring if it's all looking like that, I would think. Oh, see, that was so freaking easy. And they do look kind of white with the, like, as opposed to like this one, which is just that brown pencil. This is the one where I did the Prismacolor in between the columns, so it kept that part white. Hmm. Hmm. Kerby always makes you think hard because it's got so much stuff going on in there. There are these dark spots in here. Hmm. Not sure why I picked this one, but I did. Darn creases. Yeah. I couldn't figure out like if I was gonna do like, I don't know. I couldn't picture like a vibrant color combination for this. I couldn't picture one. So I don't know. Maybe like I'll bling it out somehow somewhere. Or maybe when I see, I can tell this is the blick. It's going down too hard. I'm having to press too hard. Ooh. The blicks are good on like lighter paper. Not good on the hard stuff. Yeah, which is, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I'm doing something, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I could make some of the objects that are look like they're indoors to make those a color. And anything that's outside be the white. Oh, I don't know. That's why I think coloring that the blue page is so liberating, easy to color. I don't have to figure out what color anything needs to be. I can just, everything's pretty much blue, so it's like, if it's a color that's in the blues, use it. You know, it's making that page really easy to do. Ooh, how to get in the crack. Crack. I don't know, I still want to do that snake page. But then, like, I'm trying to figure out, okay, like, what do I need so it doesn't smear? Because that will traumatize me. I'm wondering if I can do it on the naked page and not worry about it smearing, or do I need to prime that too? Oh, I don't know. Turn into the priming queen. So I wonder if I should get some permanent fixative, like to put on like that blue page when I finish it. To make it shiny. I'm learning things over here. Look at me. Do some more. Move back. So I guess that thing I made, it's kind of like, it's like, it's kind of like a soupier consistency of what the average non-Hispanic person would call Spanish rice. How you like that for a description? Because, yeah, because I find that people who aren't Hispanic, theirs tends to be kind of wet, and I don't see, you know, folks of Latin or Spanish descent making their rice wet. I'm just saying. It might be kind of, it might be moist, but, you know, like not dry, maybe, but not wet. Well, mine is like soupy, but it's not soup like I intended. But it tastes freaking good, which is really bizarre. So, like, I tasted it to see, like, okay, what does this taste like? Because I looked at it as like, well, dang, that's not what I was asking for or trying to get to. But then, so I said, well, let's see how it tastes, and I tasted it, and I was like, let me get another bite, and it was like, I think I need a bowl. So I was like, this is actually good, and I stood up my pie that I made for the rice, because I actually thought I went downstairs, I was going to get a piece of pie, but no, I ate the rice, which is good because it's got vegetables in it too. So, but I made it because one, I wanted to use up leftovers, and two, I get in a adjustment with my braces on Thursday, so I wanted something around that was soft that I could eat in case this adjustment is one that makes my mouth hurt. So, and I don't know, if my husband tastes it, there may not be any left for Thursday. It's a big pot, but when he likes something, he like goes off. I don't know what it is. He has no restraint or something, or he didn't have parents like mine that were like would make you stop if you're like, you know, just kind of pigging out. They give you that warning. Make sure your eyes aren't bigger than your stomach. And I took the leftover rice, and then I added tomato powder. I swear, I think I must have added I probably added like a quarter cup of tomato powder because what I added at first, it didn't seem like enough. I wasn't getting the taste I wanted, and then I added more. Yeah, yours too. Yeah, it's like okay. Well, I'll be like, well, I made this so it would last like a few days. It's like, well, forget that. It lasted one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing something to break up all this brown, but like for now, I'm gonna just do it all over and then see what it looks like with it like that, and then make a decision for because I can layer over it too, and I can color over it with colored pencil. So I'm just gonna stick mostly to the stairs and leave the other objects because they're not speaking to me just yet. Hey, Mandy. Happy Tuesday. I'm kind of driven. I'm just like, I don't know. Oop, it's this thing. I feel it bumping. Don't really need it under there, but I have it there. Whoosh. All of a sudden I'm warm. I had to go for a bone density scan today because I haven't had one, wow, in probably like a decade. And they did that one back then, like for baseline, you know. And so I was due for one, so that's what I went for. Really quick. They said my bones are good. My bones are good. Thank the Lord. Or I could do some of these things in the background in color. That's a thought. The things back there and the things on top. Still not quite the color that I wanted because I wanted like to be kind of like a grayish white in there. But I don't want to go too crazy with trying to get it to that because I don't want to push it. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling the pushing it. Oh, you're recognizing the colors. Oh my gosh. Wow. Some things. Man, I tell you, like that was like the one thing that I swatched. And to this day, it's almost like the only thing I swatched except for those markers that I did when I swatched them online. But yeah, and then I was like doing the order of the numbers. So good news. What's our good news? Good news is good. Yeah, I think we need good news around here because oh, about my bone density. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. See, I think that's what I did, and I had to. So I actually numbered. I wonder if I could find my sheet. I don't know. I actually numbered by um I don't know, something. I don't know, but I would have numbers in pencil by the numbers they have or something. I can't remember what order I wound up putting it in, but yeah, it was a whole production. Okay, Connie, yeah, I finally like got that finally clicked. It's like, oh yeah, for the phone thing. So I'm really feeling this Minotaur. Oh, why? Okay. I'm just gonna keep doing these until and for anything that's on the outside. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know about for that though. I'm gonna do the columns. And once I see what the other colors in the other two sets look like, then I feel like I'll know more what I want to do with this. I'll probably just kind of stand back and keep looking at this every once in a while and say, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? Who knows? I might use acrylic paint over it. Use the white or something. Shimmering white or who knows? Use the gold um, metallic pens in here somewhere. Maybe. We're going to see what it says to me. I actually did get something today that's art related. Um, I haven't, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much it's going to help me. I don't know. but where is it? I thought it might help me, but now I'm not sure, but it still might help me. But it didn't tell me kind of what I was hoping for the answer of, but then my thought process is weird. It's called The Artist Bible, Essential Reference for Artists in All Mediums. And I kind of like the spiral. I got it used from thriftbooks.com. Talking about water. If you have trouble measuring the right amount of water to mix with your watercolor, try adding the water to the paint with a pipette tube. This way you won't overwater or spill water. Okay, I need that tip. I don't want to spill water. And the device is also useful for sucking paint from a palette and storing it in a bottle for later use. So it talks, I gotta look in it more, but that's what it's, the layout of it. Sorry, I want to get rid of some of the light. Oh, did that help or make it worse? Is that light on? Oh. So, talks about working with watercolors. Opacity. Is it, how do you say that word? Traveling light. Oh, this is going to paint a plein air painting. Then it's got working in oils. I kind of know that one a little bit, but working in pastel, which I probably won't do because I don't like the chalky. But when it talks about special effects and highlights, that kind of thing, yeah. Some of this might also be helpful with working with colored pencils too. Then working in acrylics, paints, surfaces, brushes, and palettes, color methods and mediums, surface effects, subjects, remedial methods. Yeah, that's probably up my alley. Craft applications. So I was kind of like, well, I don't know if this is what I was looking for, but I think I got it for free. So oh, water. So anyway, I got that. Okay, back to Minotaur. Minotaur was created because King Minos' wife got busy with a bull. Okay, that's the truth. Well, that's the truth of the myth. That's what happened. I don't know why I really want to use my Prismacolors. If you're really feeling the mood for that today. Maybe I'll stop working on Mr. Bull. How dry is he? I wonder if I can put down the black on him. Do I dare? I think I'm gonna wait. Okay. We're gonna switch gears. Because it is a month of Kerby. So we're just gonna be coloring. Okay, I gotta figure out where to put the, I need a, what's that rubber band? I had a big rubber band that I could put around those. I don't know what it is with the snake page, but I really like it. Yeah, Bubbles is at work, Mandy, so she may not be able to speak. And I got these. I need to put these pencils away from the mandala I did. Hello. Ooh, all that noise. I wonder if I can hear music today. Because I couldn't hear the music when I was trying to play it on here. And then I was told that you all could hear it. But I couldn't hear it. It was really weird. And it showed that it was playing, but I couldn't hear a thing. I was like, well, what's going on? What is going on? So let's put these away. And oh my gosh, I've been on here an hour already? Wow. Where is the music? Can I hear it? Can I hear it? Nope. That's weird. Huh. Let's see. But what brings you here today? Something isn't working. I can't hear the music playing, but my audience can. Okay, where's my case? Where's my case? I love this case. Muter, stop all play. Oh my gosh, this whole list it's giving me. I know I'm not using headphones. I hate headphones. Huh? The issue is likely due to your audio setup. To troubleshoot, mute or stop all playbacks in audio. I don't have anything else playing back. Let's see. Audio. I don't want to mess with input. Output. Is that it? Huh? I don't know. I don't hear anything. Oh, brother. Can you get rid of that? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oops. Let's get the check. Oh, I thought I stopped it. I don't know what it is. And that's one reason I like them. I like their music. Am I going to have to get rid of them now? No, I don't even know how I had these in here. I'm just going to stick them anywhere. I'm going to put them in color order, I think. Because I don't like this. Those are fat pencils. They're all in there. Looks like I'm missing some. Where are they? Oh, there's one. 4. Okay. You're gonna make me turn on Jason Lewis Mind Demand in a minute. I do not feel like investigating technical issues right now. It's not what I'm in the mood for at all. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, where are the prisons? Where are they? That's something you don't hear me say that much. Where are the prisons? Oh. Oh my gosh. Order turns to disorder quickly around here. Someday that won't be the case. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, these are the colors. Oh, and you know what? This is the Mandy. This is what I did. And I think I must have put them in there by the order they were in the case. So, well, I don't know what order they're in now. Probably close to what's in the case, but not quite. Yeah, that's what I did. I thought I picked up my Prismacolors and it's the colors, but that worked because I could tell you about that. Okay. Whew, now it's not easy to get back in here. Shoot. Oh boy. We start knocking things around. Okay, so then this one must be the Prismacolor. I think that's one reason I left my Derwents in the tin, because I don't know, these big cases are really cumbersome, I think. Oh no, not those. Ooh. These are in there? I took out the... Oh no. Where the heck did I put them? Oh, it's the purple one and it's right by me. I just took out the Starjoy Golds. Do not want... Okay. Oh. Here we go. I did think that case was a little too big. Yeah, so I'm not so sure I want... Well, I don't think I want to... I don't know what I'd do with a... I can't say I'd never get another set of, 300 pencils, but they're hard to... I don't like those big cases at all. I've decided that. I like that it protects them and everything, but they're just really hard to manage with them being on my desk. As you can see right now, it's like I can't... Like, how do I have it on my desk and color? It's like very difficult. Let's see. Because of where the... Gotta move stuff around to make it happen. Oh, brother. A lot of stuff around. Shoot. There we go. But I said I wanted to use my Prismacolors. It's my fault. So, I have no one to blame but myself. Okay. put you there. And I don't know. Oh, chow. It's a lot. The setup. Oh my gosh. It's a lot. Okay. Then I can't even flip the case. I need to be able to flip the case. Okay. I think. Let's see, there's really no way. Oh. I'm going to do my sketching today, too. Actually. I need another place to put my case. It's almost like I need a desk beside my desk. I could do this. Let's see. Let's see there. I wonder. It might. Get the case off my desk because this is just too much for me. Ooh. This has to go in with these guys. Ooh. I don't know which way. Okay. Which way? There we go. Okay. All because I want to use my Prismacolors, which hardly, does that ever happen? That ever happens. So I guess we're going to start on this side. Although the snakes go over to the other side. They cover, both sides. And I guess I'm going to do the background last because I just want to color this now. It's speaking to me for some reason. I can't really see the colors. I can't see them when they're down there away from me. Probably want to say, quit your whining. What the heck? Get a grip, woman. Get a grip. Okay. What we got in here? There's a red. I have to have red. The red is speaking to me today. Which one was it speaking to me on? Pretty much all of them. So why is it so hard for me to begin? I'm doing this guy. I just want to do color. Oh, that's a weird red. I don't know why I picked that one. What is this? A carmine? Well, this might wind up looking really crappy, but I don't care. I just want to color. Oops. So he's got these. Those little things on there that make me wonder, what do we do with those? It looks like it should be multicolor. Would be a good idea to start light. Maybe even lighter. And a pink in here. And a few pinks. I'm just going to play. I'm looking forward to that dark fairy tale book. Let's say that much. That sounds like that's going to be fun. I feel like I need a sharper. Sharper tip on this. Why did that pink underneath? I have no idea. I don't know. We're just gonna play. I don't play in my palette very rarely, if ever. I'm just going in and doing it. It is what it is. It'll be what it'll be. I really want my restream music. I really do. Oh, were they just listening to me just now? They just sent me a message. Help restream understand how they're doing. Rate your conversation. It's in the middle. I don't know. Stop my stream to investigate it. So I don't know. How about that? Don't talk to me no more. Okay. And oops, I'm not in that one. Will you let me? Oh. So I really want music to be. Oh, how am I gonna find it though? Because I don't have my keyboard out for here. History? I don't know. I don't know when the last time is I listened to him on here. Unless. Oh, nah, that's gonna make me sign in. I don't want to do all that. Scratch that. Guess because I've been doing so much experimentation lately, maybe that's why I just want to color with my Prismacolors. Although I've never used Prismacolors in here, so in a way that's kind of different too, but they are a more buttery pencil. They feel more buttery in here, which is nice. So yeah, buttery. I suppose I need to go in there too. Yeah, there. So I still need to have my piece of pie. The other day, I like to warm up the house on Sunday. I just like, and also because I'm trying to like clean out, use up food in the cabinets that's older than some other food, like canned goods. I had canned peaches and 1 can of cherry pie filling, and so I put 2 cans of peaches together with the cherry pie filling, and I threw some cinnamon in there, and a little bit of let me call it cornstarch with the peach juice. Not all the peach juice, just a little bit, just enough to make the cornstarch dissolve. Mix that in. Put it in the store-bought pie crust. I got that mixed up. And put it in the oven. That's basically, I wanted to warm up the house and use up some stuff that was in the cupboard, and it turned out pretty good. I couldn't think of what other spices to put with cherry and peaches mixed together. So I just, cinnamon, I thought, can't go wrong with cinnamon, just cinnamon. And it turned out pretty good. Kind of, you know, I love pie crust, period. I swear, just give me pie crust and a little bit of, little bit of fruit juice from the pie. I'm good. So when I have pie, I always need to have tea. Not coffee, but tea. Pie and tea. And cookies and tea, too. Although sometimes I will drink coffee, just like with some milk. With cookies. Just because, like, if it's a kind of like a breakfast kind of cookie, I'll do that. But if I'm really trying to, like, sit and enjoy my cookie, then it's milk or tea. That might be the other thing I do when I get my braces off. Bake a batch of my oatmeal cookies where they're basically loaded, where I put everything in them. Nuts, currants. Sometimes I'll use dried cranberries or dried blueberries. Usually, if I make them lemon flavored oatmeal cookies, that's when I put the blueberries in them, the dried blueberries. Otherwise, I'll use the dried cranberries or the dried currants. I don't like two types of dried fruit in my cookies, so I don't know. It just kind of, no. Because I don't like a wet raisin in a cookie. That kind of grosses me out. It's got to be kind of dried up, which is why I like using currants because they're smaller and so they're guaranteed to be more dried up. Then I put nuts in there, pepitas, and sunflower seeds. Those are my usuals. The tiny kind of nuts. Sometimes I'll put flax in them. They really make you go. Keep it regular. So I try to make them like kind of really nutritious so that it's not just not sugar for sugar's sake, but you're getting a lot of good stuff in there too. Maybe the exception is when I make the lemon ones, because I kind of just when I get lemon flavor, I kind of lose my mind. It's just it's just about the lemon and nothing else. I'm not thinking about health too much. I really want my music. I wonder. I don't know if that's going to interfere if I. I don't know how that's going to sound. I don't want to do a recent one of his. I want to do an old one so that I'm not. Ooh, he's got one that's called Deep Dive, Fall Asleep Fast. I don't want to fall asleep. Oh my gosh, he's got one for digestive system stimulation. That's wild. What's that like? I'm curious now. That's weird. I can't hear this either. Hmm, this is odd. It's definitely something about what my card is doing. Why is that? Sound. Huh. Well, dang it! I can't even hear the digestive music sounds. What is this? Speaking or recording? How about playback? Hmm. I don't know why it's working. It's like everything is given over to um, Restream. Interesting. Yeah. What changed? Something changed. Oh, this, I know what. This is off. Maybe that's why I can't hear it. Okay, this is too much to go through now. Too much. Let me see if I can hear this now. Yep, that's what it was. That was simple. My Bluetooth speaker went off. Ugh. I still have to hook up my other speakers because I usually use the Bluetooth speakers for I use the Bluetooth speakers for my other computer, not this one. But I've had to use them for this one lately because I have to replace the cord for my other speakers that I use with this computer. Ooh, that just went over the line and looked really weird. What color are we making this snake anyway? Do you know? Last of them? So I wonder what the Jason Lewis video with the sounds for your digestive system. I wonder what they're supposed to do. Are they supposed to make you go? Make you unconstipated? Or something? What are they supposed to do? I'm surprised they didn't make this gold rather than red, but maybe I'm trying to take a walk on the wild side. Does it sound like it's getting louder? That I don't want. I can get my glasses on. These snakes are long. 2-pagers. Let me sharpen this guy. With my trusty comb. I usually don't break with this guy, with the comb. So. Uh-oh, my husband's downstairs. I'm going to check in a little while to see how much is left in the pot. It was a beautiful day today, which is nice after yesterday when it was really like dark and cloudy and rainy. Rain is good though, but yeah, it was a nice day to drive. Not really hot. It was like about 70. Low humidity. Bright sun. It's beautiful. Let's see, I wish I could figure out a way to kind of let some of that pink show through to give it kind of a, I don't know. but I don't know. I'm in such a kind of a fill in all the color mood from having to be particular with those other coloring pages. That is like so messy. I really feel like I need to clean it up, but I don't know how. I don't know if I should leave it that way or what. I don't know. See, I'm going to fill it in. You know, I may fill it in and then put in a darker color after. I'm almost thinking of like lining this, like going over the red outline with green, because that, that's like the whatever you call it, color, opposing color or whatever to red, I think. Yeah. And so it'll make it darker. Yeah, I don't know why, but I want to leave that one. I like that part. It may not stay that way though, but I like that part. Ooh, battle with the pencil case. Maybe I need to move the sketchbook too. Oh, here we go, here we go. We don't have any casualties. Here we go. His head. Okay, I'm sure they're not quite so. So I have 4 Kerby pages now that I'm working on in this book. And I really didn't think I'd have that many because I thought I didn't really like this book, other than the first 2 pages. But I guess I'm changing my mind. And I think using different materials helped with that. Maybe I'll make in between gold. This isn't sharp enough for me, I'm afraid. But I have more than one of these, I think. So, don't be afraid. But, oh, it's not going to fit in there. I won't use that one. Suddenly I'm warm. I don't know if it's warm in here or See, more people are wearing masks lately at my job. When I went to the doctor, they had a sign, and I can't remember if that sign was there when I went there for my mammogram earlier this summer. Um, but they had a sign that you had to wear a face mask. But as I was walking in and reading that sign and walking in, pausing before I walked in, there was a woman coming out who didn't have a mask on. So I'm like, well, I guess this isn't now or something. Yeah, but will I finish those four? This is the question. Will I finish those four? Well, one I'm almost done, so that's kind of cool. There has to be something said for like coloring all in one color, because I'm telling you, I think that's what helped me finish that one. Get as much done as I've gotten on it. I think I would be far behind on that if I were coloring it, like not coloring it in one color. So thank you, M Beans and J Carey, for that challenge, because it's helping me, and I'm learning. Oops, I didn't want to go over the line there, and I did. I don't know why I'm doing all that. I'm going like really intense with it. But I like when I can learn from a page. I like when I can learn from a page and it doesn't look a hot mess. I still keep thinking of that one Hannah Carlzon page, and I'm like, oh brother. Or two of them, actually. It's like, oh, it's so awful. I don't know why I'm doing all this to these things, but I guess it's talking to me. So I don't know, I'm doing whatever, I don't know, whatever. I just love color. It's kind of wonky. I don't know what this. One, some of those. It's just fine. Oh, the debate is tonight. What time is that? Is it 8 o'clock? There's somebody on here I want to watch who's doing a. We're gonna do a. Like you watch live with them or whatever. I remember that. So I'll have to leave, but just remembered. Wasn't sure if I wanted to watch or not, but I don't know. I'm just ready to vote. I was like, let's do it. I gotta check the early voting for here because I may go do that because I'm ready. I've been ready. I've been ready. And I just want to get her done. And then I'm not watching any, like, really, any commentary or anything because, like, I don't, you know, I'm over it. Like, just, let's just do it. I don't know I should figure out which election is this that I'm voting in. Like, because I voted since I was 18. And, I don't know, I think the first president I voted for, I think, was Reagan. I think. Thing is, like, nowadays, in some ways, it's easier to find out about, especially like with local elections or state, particularly state, but local, too. For me, local is kind of weird because where I live is kind of small, and so it's like kind of like you have to know somebody that knows the person or whatever. Like you probably know somebody who knows the person, or you know, or the person. So it's kind of, but then you don't even know, like, well, but can they do the job? You know the person, but can they do the job? You almost don't find out until they got the job, and then you hear whether people complain about it or not. But with state, you can find out about people really well. Um, for my area, um, and like you look on, there's websites that actually like, oh, what's the one and I haven't been there in a while. I gotta look that up. I forget what it's called, but you can always go to congress.gov, like for like your senator and House of Representatives. You can actually like send letters to them too, and um, find you can be on their mailing list to find out what they're doing. Sometimes it might seem like all like hype or whatever, or you're only telling me the good things you did, but you can, still you hear about them. And then also, if you go to congress.gov, you can find out because you put in who your representatives are and everything, you can find out how they voted on certain bills. And you can find out if they were present when certain things were being voted on. Um, all kinds of stuff like that. You can follow bills that are proposed and like look at them and see if, what they're talking about is like something you want, or if you hear it mentioned on the news or something, you can go and read more about it if you wanted to. Um, then even from the name of the bill, you can go to different websites, Google them, and see what they say, like websites that you trust or that you like or whatever. See what they say about it, and kind of think critically to see, like, okay, does it seem like that's cool or not? Does it seem like that's really what's in the bill or not? Or if it has something that sounds kind of wacky, you can go back and look at the bill yourself. So there's way more now to be able to vote intelligently than there was, you know, back the first time I voted. So that's one thing that's really nice about the internet. But then the thing that's bad about it is, all the misinformation and all that kind of stuff is annoying. There's my restream song. I've missed you. I haven't heard you in so long. So Congress.gov, and I wish I could think of the name of that other site. Oops, I went over the line. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'll do this side. Main thing is to vote. Vote for whoever you vote for, but vote. People died for us to have the right to do that. People fought for our right to do that. As Americans, as women, so vote. It's really easy to take the rights we have for granted because we have them. But when we lose them, they're really hard to get back if you get them back. Vote so you don't lose them. As men and women in this country, vote so you don't lose the right to vote. Quite often, quite often, when I voted, it's been for the lesser of two evils. I don't know if it's ever been anything but that, except for once. And, man, I remember one time when I wanted Al Gore to run for president before he ran for president. I wanted him to go when Clinton, did he run, when was he in the primaries with Clinton? I didn't know who the heck Clinton was, but all I knew was I wanted Al Gore. From his family, his reputation, his background, I wanted Al Gore. And then when he was out of the race, I'm like, I don't know who the heck to vote for. I can't even remember who ran against Clinton. Who ran against Clinton? I'm going to have to look it up. Because now I don't remember who I voted for. Because I didn't know who Clinton was. That's one thing I remember. I didn't know who he was. I'm like, who the heck is this guy? Where did he come from? Of course, I was also I was really busy then, I think. Because I was in a band. Or two bands. And working full time. So, busy day. Oh boy. Well, one thing that'll keep you awake, I guess. Make the day go by fast, hopefully. I'm gonna have to look back at that. Who ran against Clinton? Because I don't remember. I don't remember who I voted for. I always vote for the person. I don't vote party. I vote for the person. I do belong to a party, particularly because of, for the sake of local elections. And I want to be able to have a say in the primaries. But I was independent until I moved here. And then I went for the primaries here, and I didn't realize that you can't write in a candidate. Oh no! Did you? I never heard like about your tooth. If you ever got your tooth fixed, so I don't know like when you're ever able to talk or whatever. But just I'm hoping it's all better. I hope. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Whatever it is, I'm doing it. I think Prismacolors do like this paper. So I'm glad I finally, I think it was Bubbles that told me she uses Prismas on these sometimes. And I'm glad I got brave. I'm telling you, paper, 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 and the pencils you use. I will not ever use Prismacolors in a Hannah Carlson book or paper like that ever again. Traumatized, traumatized. Unless I prime it, which like might be the thing to do. Prime it or use fixative, and that's what I have to find out. Does if primer helps prevent the smeary thing on certain papers of Prismacolors? Um, Things I want to know. So I have to do some googling. This is why it would be nice if I could watch more videos and pay attention, but I can't. Because I'm sure people have said this, and I just missed it. Either because I was multitasking while I was watching, or I haven't been able to catch the video and where they happen to say it. Personal problem. Yeah, you know what? And I forgot I got a set of light fast, like the smallest one, and I haven't even used them yet. I just used some of the open stock ones I have. I used one, I think one open stock one for something, but I still don't know how they work yet. I'm kind of hoping I don't like them, so I won't buy them more. A bigger size. Is it bad? I'm scared. I don't want to buy more pencils. I don't want to buy more pencils. I keep buying more pencils. I don't want to buy expensive pencils and like them and use them up and have to buy more. I'm traumatized before I even go there. Hmm. I think I have to go in and I think I have to like do go into studio and do the settings for the video. Not for kids. Don't remix all that jazz. I think I still have to do that. I probably should do that before I forget what I did in the video. Ooh, that red turned out really nice and dark. I'm hoping tomorrow's an easy day at work. I really, because I I really don't want to think too hard. We don't have like a day off, like a holiday thing or whatever, until October 10th. And I think that's going to be the day that I blow dry my hair and trim it. See if it needs to be trimmed. Not like a hard trim, but just see if the edges, clean up the edges just a little bit. Because I've been trying to grow my hair out, but then I had to grow out certain spots that had some issues. And I think I'm finally at that place where like I've resolved my issues and and I know how to not create more. Um, and So I'm really hoping this time, you know, I can keep the hair that grew out instead of doing a hard trim. I'm trying to downsize on all my freaking hair products, but you know what, Bubbles? Maybe I should send you some of them. I just thought of that. Maybe I should do that. Because I think I have decided what is my product. Two things that I'm using. One thing, um, child, I always use castor oil. I swear my hair loves castor oil. Jamaican black castor oil and regular castor oil. I cannot live without it. I have to have it. Um, yeah, it's like multi-purpose, does a whole lot of stuff. If you just have like cause like I used to get a lot of single strand knots. I don't anymore because I solved my problem. Like I don't use brushes really unless if my hair is if I blew out my hair and it has and it's soft enough, then sometimes I will brush it, but very lightly. Sometimes I'll only use like a boar bristle brush that's soft because like my no, I can't. My hair can't deal with brushes, and I only use a comb when I'm in the shower and I have conditioner in my hair. I cannot use a comb frequently either. Um, and I did that a few times and like it made my hair break off like close to like the root. So I have to like be really careful. I'm also not very conscious a lot of times when I'm washing my hair. And like when I'm not conscious of the fact that I need to start combing at the ends and work my way up. And so I just have to ban myself from, using combs on the regular and brushes at all, pretty much. So now that I figured like all that stuff out and I haven't had any, I don't think I've had any drastic moments of slipping with that. I have all my brushes packed away. They're just packed away. It's like don't even go there. And I have two combs that I use. One is kind of like it's a Denman comb. It's like a double row comb, but it's really thin and it's about this long. And I use that on my ends. And then I have one of those. I don't even know what you call it. It's like those combs. They're called detangling combs, and they look like they would tangle up your hair, but they really don't. They really work well, and they work well when your hair is wet. When my hair is wet, I know it does. Um, and so those are the two combs that I use when I use them. And I always make sure my head is totally underwater, like in the shower. It's under the water. Start combing at the ends, and then work my way up because the water also helps to make the hair separate so the comb can go through. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So, but I mean, it's easy to do because I'm used to it now. But yeah. So after learning all that stuff, I am hoping that I can just my hair will just get long and I don't have to deal with any major weirdo kind of breakages. With the products that I kind of have decided on that are working really well with my hair, that my hair just loves it, is Ottawa Beauty. I use their line, the Balmint. Ooh, look at me go over that line. What the heck am I doing? Calm down, Linda. Calm down. The Ottawa Beauty, Ottawa Booty. Maybe I'm thinking that looks like booty. That's probably why you said that. Um, Ottawa Beauty, Balmint, Baomint. So I use that line, and I also use Olaplex. What is it? I use 4 and 5, and I also use four. 4 is the um, it's like what, moisturizing shampoo or something like that, and 5 is the conditioner. And there's times a year where you get a, well, not of that, never mind. And then I use their clarifying shampoo. I have a bottle of that I use because I tend to, sometimes I use hair grease. So, if I need a clarifier to get rid of that, that's a good clarifier. And I have a bottle of their purple shampoo. And I'm going to get a bottle of their purple conditioner too, which I don't use all the time, but I just kind of use every once in a while because I'm getting a lot of white and gray. It's like it's more and more every day. Seems like I don't know, somebody's harassing me or something because I swear I looked in the mirror one day to the next. It's like, why does it look like I have more gray today than I had yesterday? But yeah. So Olaplex and Ottawa Beauty. Those are my. I used to love Puredore's conditioning cleanser, and I do still have a bottle of it, and I have it on hand. But I don't know, maybe wintertime is probably when I use that more because then I can kind of wash my hair without washing it, and keep it moisturized. Because your hair doesn't. I don't know. I'm not doing all that sweating and stuff that I might be doing in the summer, and I just want to. And also, I want to keep my hair moisturized. I don't want to keep stripping it. So, their conditioning cleanser is awesome. My hair loves that stuff too. But since I've had the Olaplex and the Ottawa, I haven't been using that as much. Plus, they stopped. Amazon no longer does it on subscribe and save. That's what happened. Because I used to get it on the subscribe and save, and then they stopped. And it's like, oh brother, I got to think of when I need it and then get it, and I just kind of like forget. I think the Puredore website, I think they let you do it that way, but I don't really want to go through a separate place to get it. Although I do that for the Ottawa Beauty and the Olaplex, but I don't know. But I still have a bottle of it, so that I haven't opened. I kind of like Ottawa because It's black owned, and so, by people who know my hair, they have my hair too, and they know how our hair could be different from person to person and all that jazz. So, and that stuff, that gel, oh my gosh, the curl defining gel, it just amazes me. That stuff amazes me. How moisturizing it is. And yet it holds your curls. It defines your curls and holds your curls. But they're still kind of soft at the same time. Like, how does that happen? I don't know how they did that. But that stuff's a keeper. I have enough of that for a while, and I keep hoping, please don't change your formula. Please don't sell your company to somebody else like my old organics did. That's a whole debacle going on the internets with my old organics. I've never used any of those products, but I'm glad I didn't because of everything going on. But it took me a long time to find what worked for me. And along the way, what was the other thing I was using? Before I tried the Ottawa Beauty, I was using the Olaplex and somebody's curl defining cream, and they have 2 types. I'm trying to remember what's the name of them. Is it Eden Body Works? Is it? They have they have one that's called Curl Souffle, and then something else. One is yellow and one is white. My hair loves both of those too. So I've been using that, and I still have jars of that left. So I need to use up. And the yellow one is like really been good, like in the wintertime, because it keeps your hair juicy. So when it gets really dry in the wintertime, it's good for that. But I honestly don't know if I'll buy it again now that I'm using the Ottawa Beauty. I don't know. It might be that when I finish these jars that I'll maybe just always keep a jar on hand just in case, because sometimes my hair likes to change up on me. But for the most part, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be the case. Because a lot of times, castor oil can head off at the pass any difficulty that I'm having with my hair. It's that good. So, a little bit of castor oil. A little bit of castor oil on the ends. A little bit of castor oil on the roots. Sometimes I need a little bit of castor oil just on a couple strands because there's some kind of, when it wants to do some kind of knot thing, which doesn't really happen that much anymore since I keep my hair trimmed. But every once in a while, that might happen. Or I get a single strand knot. Not like I used to, though. I keep my hair trimmed. And I make sure I look at it. I look at my hair straightened at least 2 times a year. I'm trying to make it more like 3 or 4 because I think that really makes a difference. When I try to go too long, that's when it's like, oh yeah, it's looking good, and then all of a sudden, then I start getting the snagging and weird stuff going on because the ends needed to be trimmed. And if I had trimmed them on a schedule, I wouldn't have had to do a harder trim off schedule. So I'm going to try and keep up with it this year and see what happens. And I've already done it, twice? Maybe 3 times. So yeah, like October. Last time I did it was like July, July, October, November. No, July. What's after July? August, September, October. So it's like 3 months. Maybe I did it in June, but yeah. So I'm gonna do that. Well, we're making our way around this snake. We need to go pretty soon because it's what 7:38. How long have we been on here? Ooh, doggy, this is a long one. Who knew? Do a quick review of what I've been doing on here. I think I want a cup of coffee. Still haven't had my pie. But you know what? I don't even know if I want one. That rice really did satisfy me. Man, don't even want sweets. What the heck? What's in that rice? I should know I made it, but man. I'll go downstairs and see how much is left. Is there any left in the pot? I heard that microwave going downstairs. I think that rice, what helped it is that I can season, well, when I make seasoned rice, chicken and rice, it is really seasoned. A lot of things I make are just really seasoned. It's like, comes with the genes. That chicken had been marinating for a while before I even, then the rice was, spices went in the rice before I even put any, water or anything in it. Onions in it, garlic in it, all of some other spices. Yeah, it's loaded up. So I'm not sure it had a chance to not taste good. Unless I threw something weird in there. But I didn't. Yeah, that meal organics thing is a mess. But I still don't understand. Well, I don't. I don't understand daily putting oil on your scalp. I don't understand that. It shouldn't need that every day. And that's what some people were doing with it, and I don't know if that's on the instructions or not, but I don't get it. It's just like with the what's it called, Diva Curl products, and the whole debacle on that one, and they've changed their. I think they sold their company too, and they've changed some of their formulations and things like that. I used to use Diva Curl, but anyway, but people were using it and continuing to use it even after they saw their hair was reacting strangely to it. And I'm like, why would you keep using it? Stop. When you start seeing certain things with your hair, you shouldn't keep using it until your hair is falling out. It's already telling you that there's something that's not right. Stop using it. That's why a lot of times, I change products from season to season because there are certain seasons or certain times where it seems like my hair is just not feeling whatever that product is. And so I stop. and start using something else. And then sometimes it's because the temperature in the air. Sometimes I don't even know what it is. Why sometimes my hair doesn't like certain things that it liked before. But I just like stop. And I'll go back to it. Now, if something has a really like crazy reaction, I don't care who says it's really good or whatever, I'm not using it. My hair doesn't like it. So I don't understand how people went so far as to like taking out clumps of their hair because surely their hair gave them signs that it wasn't liking it before that. And I maybe it's because like, and I understand that like life can get really busy and it's so busy that that's like the last thing you're thinking about. So maybe that's the case, but that kind of thing was happening with the male organics, and I'm like, mm, people say they're getting sores on their scalp and all this other kind of stuff, and I'm thinking, well, um, some people are saying that it didn't happen to them before when they used it when she owned the company, but I'm thinking, well, rosemary oil in itself, I mean, essential oils are strong, you know, and depending on the carrier oil that it's in and stuff, it can be really strong. And you don't want to put this stuff right on your scalp. For real, for real. I don't, well, I say that even though sometimes I do, but I don't do it daily. I can't even say how often I do it because it's very rarely. Um, and sometimes what I'll do is I will mix it with, like, even in my hand, I'll mix it with castor oil or almond oil or something like that, and then massage it, and then usually it's out. I mean, I don't know that I always keep it in there. Sometimes I wash it out the next day or something, but that stuff is strong. So putting rosemary oil on your scalp every night, I could see where some people's scalps were screaming. That stuff is strong. It's like a antibacterial, antifungal. It's a chemical. It's just a natural one. So sometimes I don't know. Sometimes it seems like people don't use common sense. But I don't want to, because people are going through with it. So I don't want to, accuse them or give them a hard time. But pay attention. Pay attention to what your body's telling you. What was it that I used? It's like I used Tresemme. This one, I don't know, maybe it was the only Tresemme that was out back then. And it always put knots at the end of my hair. And I couldn't figure that out. It always gave me single strand knots. And I wasn't sure I didn't know what single strand knots were at that time. Now I do. But when I saw it was doing that and it wasn't happening when I used anything else, I stopped using it. Well, I stopped using it for my hair. I started using it to clean the toilet. Just because I don't like throwing things away. If I can't give it away, then I feel bad. I don't want to give it away. If it was bad for me, what if it's bad for you? I don't want to give it to you. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think what most black folks don't know is your hair grows. Your hair always grows. It's just a matter of how much you fuss with it and what you're doing to it that takes away the growth that you gained. You gotta, be nice to your hair. Be nice to it. However you wear it, be nice to it. So yeah, bubbles. I have a lot of One thing that really worked for my hair, and I wish that I had had it when I first went natural, because I would have known exactly what to do with my hair then, but it was like, came out late in the game. I have, um, I think I have a lot of it because I was on that subscription plan with it, and I got to figure out what to do with it because I keep thinking it's like, well, I should use it because I got it, but it's like, but I like how this stuff works better, so I don't really, I don't know. By the time I work my way down through that stash, I don't know. So if you would like it, let me know. I'll ship it to you. No money involved on your part. I'll just ship it to you. Hope my sister's not watching because she might be saying, why don't you send it to me? It's like, well, because you can get your own. Well, I should ask her if she wants any, I suppose, but she can get her own. Yeah, because I'm trying to downsize. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of stuff. And I think, like, during the pandemic, and I don't think I'm the only one, it's like this big fear of running out of things or something, and like just buying stuff, like buying extras. Oh, buy 3 of this, 4 of this, whatever, whatever, and then not being able to keep track of how much you're doing of certain things because you're you're busy trying to figure out, well, how are we managing this thing and wearing masks, and is this working, and figuring out all the logistics of that, trying to keep up with that, and jobs moving to home and all this other kind of nonsense. You didn't really have time to pay attention to how much you were buying of certain things or whatever, and I wound up with stuff that it's like, why do I have all this? This is like just insane. So I've just been working on downsizing and not buying more of. So, ooh, look at that point slide out to the bottom. It just slid out from under itself. It's bizarre. Yeah, so I just have been downsizing and organizing a lot um, of things and figuring out other uses for things that I have so I can use it up. Like I said, cleaning my toilet with shampoo with like really like crappy ones that are really old and like nobody's gonna yeah, it's caca. But it can clean the toilet. Yes, I was raised by Depression era parents, so I'm like that whole waste not want not. If it does as good a job as something else, use it. Yeah, it makes it smell good. What did I find out the other day that looked really good? I can't remember. Hey, Marissa, are you heading out? Oh no, hi Maritza. That's right. It was Mandy. See, just because it's M, I'm thinking the same thing. We got Maritza, Mandy, and Marsha. Yeah, maybe I'll cook up a little package for your Bubbles. Because I think I'm pretty much, yeah, I think I'm locked in finally after like 13 years, locked in with what works for my hair. So, Because no more relaxer for me. Nope, nope, nope. I haven't had a relaxer for what, like 13 years. But it's taken like all that time for me to figure out. No, is it 13? No, not 13. Um, it'll be 13 in 2026. How's that for? But yeah, it's taken a long time to figure out. Like I didn't know my hair would curl the way it does with just water. Like I had no idea. I didn't know, and if I had known this years ago, I would have been doing it. It's pretty wild. Let's make it. But I have a lot of these. I think I have one from the. I think I have one from the set of 12. If it's not this red, it's close enough. So, hope you're having a good day, Maritza. Sorry, I'm just rambling on. And like, what time is it? 7:53. Okay, I'm gonna have to go in a minute so I can watch the debate. I heard there's rules tonight, different rules or whatever. So, that's promising. I just don't want to see a, let me try not to swear. I want to see a shit show. I gotta say it. It's the only word appropriate. It's just, sometimes in life you gotta know when it's time to just sit down and shut up. Here, I got it out. I said what I was thinking. A little bit nicer than I was thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this guy El Teddy, and I'll share the channel out because he's gonna do a live kind of watch or whatever, and this chat's gonna be on. But I'm just gonna, yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it probably will be. The stations, all the stations will probably be putting it on their YouTube channels, showing it live on their YouTube channels. PBS, ABC, NBC, MSNBC, um, CBS, all them peoples. So, let me look into a search because we're gonna wrap up here. Let's see. Where are we? Okay, so it's 8:30. 8:30? It's 8:30. Okay. Let's see. So I'm sure that on my wall. That's the thing for loading? Then let's see. Oh, 24 debate. And let's get rid of the E. Oh yeah. Where's this channel? Oh my gosh, India. India's gonna show it. Of course, they're like, hey, it's one of ours. Because Kamala, yes, well, is Indian, part Indian or whatever. But actually, if you're from Jamaica, a lot of Jamaicans, I think I actually have part East Indian as well. Because on the island, they got Chinese, Indians. Anybody who was in the British Empire, is on the island. So your roots, in your roots, you got a whole lot of things going on. Okay, so let me. Oh, there we go. So here's for PBS, I think. Hmm, yeah, because it says watch live. So PBS News simulcast of ABC's 2024 presidential debate. I posted El Teddy's watch on what the heck? Work for me, will you? Not working for me. Well, there's one. It's not letting me do. What? I missed Foxy. Foxy Colorist was live and I missed her. Okay, I'm perturbed. Unless it was not alive and just an upload. No catch up. Okay, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? So I got until. What the heck? What can't I do here? But I guess, well, there's one channel at least. And I guess it is on ABC, so probably if you search ABC, I find a lot of riffraff when I search. I'm impressed by Times of India. I almost want to watch that one. Except, well, are they talking in English though? That's the only thing. Or is it Punjabi or what something whatever? It's kind of amazing. It's like the United Nations in one candidate. Just got them all. Okay. So. Oh, am I getting them now? No. I don't know. I don't know why I'm perseverating on that. Forgive me. I do that sometimes. And it's probably like because of what time it is and how long I've been on here. I can't believe I've been on here this long. But we pretty much got this red part of the snake down, kind of, sort of. I still need to do some up here. And I need to do some on this page where underneath here. I might do that before I go to bed. Oh, all this side too. Oops. Okay, so we got some work left to do. But so I started working on that for whatever reason. Then blue page. I didn't do anything on the blue page today, but this is the status of the blue page. And every time I come back and look at it, I'm like, this is almost finished. Which like amazes me. So there's one for the pan pastels and the one color challenge because that's like really that one color helped. Then I started working on where are you, Mr. Minotaur? Minotaur. Offspring of King Minos. I think he was King Minos. Demigod or something like that. Oh, something weird. Something weird. Oh, here we are. Duh. And here he is. So he looks kind of cool. I can't believe I did that. So I'm going to do his face in black. But I wanted blue to shine out from underneath. So that's what I'm going to try to achieve. I don't know how I'm going to achieve it. I'm going to try to achieve it. I bleed through that one. Love it. So that's it for me. Since we are making it a month of Kerby, I got 3 pages. 4 actually, when you include the fish page, the horse fish. So, yeah. So that's it for me. That's long enough. Thank you for spending time with me, and have a good rest of your night. Take care. Have a good night of work, Bubbles.